Hey, it is Friday, 1:25. Yay, Friday. Sorry I'm gone, you guys. 1:25:19. There we go. Okay, so today what we're going to do, the objective is finding the solution to a system of equations. If I get going too fast at any point in time, just ask the substitute to please pause the video, and they can do that and slow you down. Okay, so really what I'm doing is I've got an x and a y. So I want to find the value of both. I want to find the value of x and y. And by graphing the value of x and y, it's just the point. It's just the point where they intersect. That's all. So we're going to try and graph these, and we're going to find the point of intersection. You've done this in Algebra 1, but we're going to go ahead and review it real quickly today, okay? So, first equation start at 5, right? Y-intercept of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me get a different color. I like colors. Colors are always nice. Okay. Different color. There we go. That'll work. So, I'm going to start at 5. I'm going to go down 2 over 1, down 2 over 1, down 2 over 1. So my first line looks like this. Second line starts at -1. Slope of 1 over 1, so up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1. And again, all we're doing is trying to find the point of intersection, which is at the point 2, 1. So the solution, the actual answer, ta-da, is a point at 2, 1. Okay? Easy. You guys did this in Algebra 1. It's just a nice, easy review of something that you should know by now, okay? All right. Give you a minute to go ahead and graph those lines and find the point of intersection. And I'm going to slide it up. If I go too fast, again, tell the substitute to pause it, but I'm going to move mine up, okay? Example 2. So if I want to graph it, so first of all, on both 1 and 2, equation 1 and equation 2, I need to solve for y. I've got to solve for y so I can graph it, because I need it in the form of y equals mx plus b. I need my y-intercept and my slope. So let's take equation 1, 2x minus 3y equals 3, and let's solve for y. Okay, so I'm going to bring over the x, so I'm going to subtract 2x from both sides. This is Algebra 2. I don't have to show every step. -3y equals 3 minus 2x, right? Subtract 2x. Divide by -3 everything. Okay? So I get an equation of y equals -1 plus 2 over 3x. Okay? Alright, I can graph that. So let's graph this one starting at -1, up 2 over 3, up 2 over 3. Graph my line. Okay, I've got graph 1 done. Graph 2, line 2, let's do the same thing. I solve for y. This one could be a little bit easier. So I've got x plus 2y equals 5. So to solve for y, let's bring the x over. So I'll subtract the x. We'll get a 2y equals a 5 minus x. Divide by 2, everything. Divide by 2. And y equals a 2.5 minus a 1/2 x. Because there's a 1 there, right? There's a 1x, okay? It's kind of a pain to graph, isn't it? Alright, but I can do it. It's kind of a pain because of the 2.5 and the 1/2, but I can still do it. So 1, 2.5, I have to estimate 2.5. And I'm going to carefully go down 1 over 2, down 1 over 2. My line goes something like this, okay? Okay, and again, what we're looking for is the point of intersection, which I think is at about 3, 1. So my solution is at 3, 1. Okay. Now, for me personally, graphing these is the hardest, the most tedious, and the least accurate way to do these. Because this is a really 3, 1, maybe it's 3.1, and maybe it's 1.1, maybe I don't know. This is the worst way to do this problem. So let's turn the page. Okay. Now it says by elimination. Okay, now I could graph this, but let's not do that. Let's just take a look. By elimination means I want to eliminate. I want to get rid of, cancel out one of the variables. Okay, eliminate, cancel out, get rid of. So when I look at this one, I made an easy one on purpose. I see a y and I see a negative y. If I were to just add them straight down, the y's would cancel, right? So then I'm left with a 3x cancels equals 6. Solve for x, divide by 2, x is equal to 3. Okay, so now, if the answer really is a point, then my answer is 3 something. Okay, much easier than graphing. So to find the something, I'm going to take my 3, which is my x, and I'm going to plug it in. I'm either going to plug it into either the first or second equation. It does not matter. I'll just plug it in the first one. Why not? So it's the next value. Plug it right in for x. Okay. So to find the corresponding y value, since x is equal to 3, plug the 3 in. Again, you guys did this in Algebra 1. So I'm going to take a 2 times, plug in my 3, plus 5 equals y. Okay. 6 plus 5 equals y. Y is equal to 11. Okay, 3, 11. A lot easier. I didn't have to graph. It's exactly 3, 11. It's more accurate, and 11 is a pretty big number. Now you can imagine if these numbers are really, really big, the graphing would really be a pain. Or if the answers happen to be some minute decimal, again, graphing would be a pain. So solving it by elimination is much easier. Okay. All right. Shift it up. Okay. Example 4. Okay. So, example 4, by elimination. Well, doggone it, if I were to add these straight down, nothing cancels. But I want to do by elimination, so I want to eliminate something. So here's the trick. I want to make one of these two, either the x's opposites or make the y's opposite. It does not matter. Either make the x's opposite or make the y's opposite. It does not matter. So I think what's easiest is to make this a negative 2x. So I'm just going to multiply this equation by negative 2. See, if I multiply this whole entire equation, everything by negative 2, I'll wind up with a negative 2x. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to rewrite this, take and rewrite my system down here. So I'm not going to do anything to the first equation. Equation 1 stays the same. 2x minus 3y equals 3. But equation 2 becomes a negative 2x minus 4y equals negative 10. Now, I can do some elimination. So the trick was to completely make either the x's opposite or the y's. Okay? Now, if I were to add straight down, the x's are gone. Negative 3y, negative 4y makes a negative 7y equals negative 7. Divide by negative 7, divide by negative 7, and y equals 1. Okay, now, that's part of the answer. So my answer is something 1, because that's my y value, right? Something 1. And then to find the value, the x value, I'm just going to plug it in. Same thing. So I can either plug this 1 into the first or the second equation. Now I'm going to plug in the second equation. It does not matter. Either one does not matter, but I'm going to plug it into this one because it's all positives, right? So plug that right in there. So I'm going to rewrite this as a x plus 2y equals 5, but I'll plug in the negative 1 in for y, right? So I'm going to go, okay, I'm going to go x plus 2 times negative 1 plus 5. I'm going to get x minus 2, oops, equals 5, my bad, equals 5 plus 2 is 7. So put the 7 right there. Okay? Now, easy. This is a review of algebra. Let's take a look at our journal. Let's go ahead and open up our journals to page 39. Because your journal is your book, right? Page 39. Okay. All right. So, let's look at 39. So, let's do A together. Okay? So, if I have to do A, what do I notice right off the bat? Oh, pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. Opposites, right? Add them. I like it. These are easy problems. Boom, boom, gone. 3x equals 6, right? Divide by 3. Divide by 3. X is 2. So my answer is going to be 2 something. Let's take the 2 and plug it in. I don't know, plug it in the first one. There's no negatives, okay? So I'll take the 2. I'll plug my 2 right there. I'll plug my 2 here, so I'll go, okay. 2, x is 2. 2 times 2 plus y equals 5. 4 plus y equals 5. Minus 4, y is 1. Okay? There is my answer. Okay, B. Oh, I love these easy ones. Do you notice the x's? These are easy squeezy. I mean, it's like Algebra 1, pre-algebra type stuff. I can add them. X's cancel. I'm left with a 5y equals 5. Divide by 5. Divide by 5. Y is equal to 1. So that's the y. So my answer is going to be something 1, because the y is 1. So let's plug it in. Oh, I'll probably plug it into this first one because I can avoid negatives. So I'll plug it right in there for y. So I'm going to rewrite this as x plus 3 times 1 equals 1, right? Plug the 1 in for y. X plus 3 equals 1. Minus 3. Minus 3. X is negative 2. Okay, all right, plug it in. Negative 2. 1 is my answer. Ta-da! Easy. Okay. Now C. It's a little bit more difficult. But it's a great problem. I like C because you have two choices. It does not matter. I could either multiply by negative 3. Negative 3 cancels the x's. Or I can multiply by negative 2, cancel x. It does not matter. I'm either going to find the x's or the y's. Okay? So, smaller numbers, what the heck? How about if I multiply this first equation by negative 2? I'm going to do negative 2 because I've got a negative 2y here. They'll cancel. Okay? So let's go ahead and rewrite this equation. Okay, so I'm going to rewrite this one as a negative 2x minus 2y equals 0 and a 3x plus a 2y equals 1. Okay? Now I'm going to add them straight down. The y's are gone. I get a 1x or x equals 1. Okay, so my answer is a 1 something. Gosh, let's put it right in here, okay? Put it right in that one. So I'm going to plug it into the first equation. It doesn't matter which one. I'm just going to go 1 plus y equals 0, minus 1 minus 1, minus 1 minus 1, negative 1. Okay, there's my answer. Okay, that's all I have today. I wanted to make sure I had an easy lesson because I'm not here. So that ought to be pretty easy for you. On Monday, just give you a little idea of where we're going. On Monday, we're going to be looking at much, much bigger ones like this. X, Y, and Z. But that's Monday when I'm here. And that's all I have. So do your homework, please. Be nice to the substitute, please.